Hey everybody, Mike. We're back with another electric bike review. This is the Sohamo folding electric bike. It's the H3 version, and today we're going to take it for a spin. We're grading on fit, form, and function. We'll let you know what we like about the bike, what we don't like about the bike, and the first thing I have to say, it's tiny. Look at that. It's a little bitty bike. But that doesn't mean good things can't come in small packages, because this one packs a powerful punch. First things first, I think it's a pretty cool bike. I like the black, the flat black, and that orange, and the graphics right there. Those are amazing. Okay, look at the small tires right there, 20 by 3-inch tires, and you have a gigantic battery right in the middle. A lot of bikes will try to put the battery right in through here. Sohamo put it right here, and you have two battery choices. You can get a 48 volt 15 amp hour battery that is good for a 30 to 40 mile range. You can also get a 48 volt 20 amp hour battery that is a 40 to 60 mile range. Of course, that's on pedal assist one. With you doing lots of the work, that is the range that they have given the bike. 28 miles per hour top speed, and the rider can be very small. You can be 5'1" and ride this thing. As you can see, yeah, small tires, small frame. It folds right here, which is great. But they say you can also be as tall as 6'5". This bike weighs 58 pounds. Yeah, take a look at this. They give you a little handle, so when it's folded up, you can move the bike right here. 58 pounds is the weight. It has a 300-pound capacity, 80 Newton meters of torque, which we are going to test out right there. That is pretty torquey for a little bitty bike. It's a 750 watt motor, 1100 watts of peak power. It's a very inexpensive bike, so we're going to take it for a ride, let you know what we like about it. And first things first, I think it's going to be tiny when I fold it up. I think it's going to be teeny tiny. All right, folding the H3, there's a little lever right here you can move. That opens the hinge right here to allow this to move. You can fold it together just like this. Look how small this thing becomes. There you go. There's another lever right here. Fold this down. That's tiny. This is teeny tiny. And then I guess if you wanted to, you could use this to kind of pick it up and roll it around. Look at that. That is really cool. Well, let me just say, as the garden guys continue their work across the street, this is the smallest bike I have ever received. All right, it is. It's a small bike, 20 by 3-inch fat tires. It's almost a step through, but it's not. It's a foldable one. Once you turn the key by the battery, you can power up the unit. And this is a look at what your display looks like. So it's not color, it's very basic. You have an on button here, you have an M for memory, and you can go into the different ride modes right here. So this is no help, pedal assist 1, 2, and 3. Shimano 7-speed over here, up and down, thumb drive right here. So let's go ahead and take this little thing, and I mean little, she's a cutie, for a spin and see what she's got. Okay. Oh. Okay. Look how little a handlebar is. Yeah, look at that. It's just, everything is just right here. We are in gear number 3. This is the typical Shimano gear system. So we'll go down here for nice crisp shifts, 5, 6, a little slow there, and 7. I hope I heard 7. We'll find out. Once again, you have an almost straight handlebar, which to me is, I don't like it. I like handlebars with curves. It's a very basic LCD display though. It is. There's no color. You get your miles per hour, your pedal assist, and your miles. You can go odometer or the whole trip if you want to toggle back and forth between those two. Thumb drive right here. The brakes, let's go into 3. Now we're getting a little more torque. Okay, and we'll come to a nice little stop. Oh, okay. That's nice. That is nice. You do have a double fork suspension in the front. Well, it's a fork suspension, 2 in the front, and it's working pretty well. I got to tell you, this right here seems a little bit loose to me, and I do have a zip tie around the part of the handlebar that folds. There's a little locking mechanism right here. Put a zip tie around it just to keep it secure. I don't want this handlebar flipping down on me, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so this is Suspension Street right here. And the bike does a pretty good job. It's not the most comfortable, but as inexpensive as this bike is, the suspension is okay. I feel like I'm riding a toy bike. So if you're a smaller person, this is a perfect bike for you. If you're a kid, you're a perfect bike for you. If you play for the NBA, you might be a little too tall. It's quiet though. The tires are very quiet. Let's come down here. We'll come to a stop. We'll give it the torque test. Okay, for that we go into pedal assist 5, and it's just all bike. My feet just are here for the ride, and let's see how she does. Okay, let's see how she goes. 80 Newton meters of torque should take us up this hill pretty quickly. I mean, the bike does not weigh much at all. I think it weighs about 58 pounds. We're going 16. Okay, now we're slowing down. 14, 13, 12. Come on, baby. Come on. 11. Don't drop to 10. Don't drop to 10. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it, baby. Come on. 10. This is the steepest part right here. I feel like I could just step out. Here we go. 11. Yeah, you're so close to the ground. 11 still. Come on, see how we're depleting the battery? It's just because we're using a lot of power right here. Once we get to flat ground, it'll start to come back up. Here we go, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, come on, 19, 20, 21, and we'll shut it down. One thing that's kind of weird, I don't know if you can see the front wheel. Let me kind of go like this. It seems like the front wheel is almost a little wobbly. It's not perfectly, there you go, can you see that? See how it kind of wobbles a little bit? Oh, this battery is going, oh, here we go, and now it's popped back up. Okay, the battery's popped back up. Now that I've ridden this a little bit, the seat is, it's a smaller seat. I'm hanging over the edge of the seat a little bit, if you know what I'm saying. My tuchus. Because you are so low to the ground, your center of gravity is very, very low, so it feels like it's pretty maneuverable. It's torquey though. She wants to go. Here we go. Let's just pedal. You can feel the sensor kind of kick in. $22, $24. Now I'm just coasting now. If you are interested in the H3, $799 is the price. So for an e-bike, that is a bargain. Yeah. And in some ways you can kind of tell this is a less expensive bike. That LCD display, of course, is a huge flag right there. And the straightish handlebars, in my opinion. But you get a powerful motor that's lightweight. Like I said, 58 pounds. It folds in half. You have a 7-speed Shimano shifter. You're going to find those Shimanos on almost every e-bike, at least almost every one that I have tested. But it feels to be fairly sturdy. which is great. All right, let's get back to the house and we'll give it a grade on fit, form, and function. As far as fit for the H3, well, we're gonna give it an A. It was easy to put together. Most of the bikes are very similar when you do put them together. It's always a little troublesome right here on the front because of the light and the fender and everything, but this one went together relatively well. Form, the way the bike looks and everything, well, there's a lot of straight lines in this bike. The handlebar is straight right here. This is straight. You have a handle. I love the idea that they gave you a handle right here, but it's just like zing, zing, zing. I like curvy, curvy, curvy. And it is a small bike, okay? This is a very, very small bike. Little tires, you're close to the ground. It is, I would say, made for a person of shorter stature. So for form, we're going to give it a B. Function, the way the bike rides, how much fun it was to ride. Once again, it's very small for me. I like the fact that there's a brake light, the headlight. It folds up, which is fantastic. You can kind of guide the bike with the handle right here once it's folded up and ready to go. But speed, when you're going top speed on this thing, you can feel it. It's not like you're driving a Ferrari or a Corvette or something like that. This is like, I don't know, almost like a little Yugo. You're trying to go down 65 miles an hour and you're just kind of hanging on for dear life. So this will go, and it will go top speed all out, no problems at all, but I've just had sturdier bikes that I just prefer a little bit more. So we're going to give it a B for function. Overall grade, we're going to give it a B as well. Now, this is a great bike if you are just now getting into the electric bike scene. It's a very modestly priced bike. It's well built. It's relatively sturdy, and it'll get you wherever you want to go, and it's going to fold up into something that's very, very compact. So I do recommend the bike if you're new. If you have had a couple of e-bikes, you want something a little bigger, a little longer extended range, something a little beefier, then I would go with a larger bike. But if you're smaller, if you're a kid, or you just want something to kind of toot around in, if you're going to the RV park and you want to throw this in your motorhome, this is a great thing for you to have. All right, so big thanks to everybody from Sohamo for their H3. It's a cool bike. If I can get any discounts or anything like that, I will put all of this information in the description below. So please like, please subscribe, and please check out the H3 by Sohamo. All right, everybody, Monkey Wrench Mike saying we'll see you again very, very soon.